I'll just say to you, produce the scientific evidence that it does. What I've been doing, because I'm a journalist, not a mainstream media repeater of the official story, is I've been devouring information from doctors, virologists, specialists in places like Germany, Italy, Austria, America, who will never be allowed to get onto the mainstream media because they're challenging and demolishing the official narrative. That's not allowed, because this is not about a free, open debate. It's about selling a lie. Let me tell you a story that comes from these virologists, and in this case, the way I'm starting from the research of Andrew Kaufman, a doctor of medicine who's now operates, specialized in psychiatry in New York State. When people started getting ill in China, the Chinese authorities, and by the way, China is an absolute major global center of this cult, as is America, Israel, Britain, but China's massive. This cult has no borders. It operates across borders. So what they did is they decided pretty much immediately that the reason people were getting ill, and they only did, checked and tested a tiny number of the first nearly 200 that got ill, that it was a bacteria or a virus, and they very quickly settled on a virus. And what they did, and a virus is not what we're told it is either. Anyway, they took fluid from the lungs of a small number of these people that got ill. And they broke down its genetic code, the genetic code of genetic material that was in the lung. And they decided that the cause of the problem was a virus. The problem is they never, and it has never, been isolated to show that that's what is causing this. There was a man in 1890. He was a bacteriologist and physician called Robert Koch, and he developed 4 what became known as Koch postulates, which have been the gold standard for mainstream medicine ever since, of how you prove that an agent is causing a disease. Number 1, all the people that get the disease have to have the same symptoms. Number 2, you have to isolate what you say is the causing agent from all other genetic material. So there's no contamination. You've only got what you say is causing it. You then inject this into a living host, and the living host has to get the disease you say this stuff is causing. And then you have to take material from that living host, put it into another living host, and they have to get the same disease. At that point, with the Koch postulates, you've got pretty damning evidence that that is causing that. None of those things, not one of those postulates, has been done in relation to COVID-19. What they've got is a genetic material from the lungs of those people. And that genetic material contains a lot of stuff that is actually in vast numbers of people. It's not causing them illness, not making them sick, but it's part of their genetic makeup. And if you test for the genetic material, not COVID-19, they've never isolated it, then you're going to get a lot of positive tests, not for some virus, but for genetic material that's in that code that vast numbers of people have.